Oh god, what a time to start recording. I just hit record and the sky's gone really red and eerie. Ooh. Well anyway, hi everyone and welcome to another Spotlight. So today I'll be checking out the Armadoggo. And this is one that I have a bit more faith in compared to the Dreadnoughtus. That was a... Oh, it's another meteor event. Oh wow. Yeah, Dreadnoughtus was something. So for this, I'm hoping that the Armadoggo will be just a little bit more, you know, satisfying by comparison. So for... Oh my god, God. The map is so cool. I cannot get over just how amazing the actual map is. Like the atmosphere, they really nailed it. Right, Armadoggo. So, this is a passive tame, and the Armadoggo overall is just very interesting. I mean, a lot of you've probably already seen videos. I'm sure you know all about it. This is going to be my first impression anyway. So, yeah, very interesting creature. Seems to be not a tame and not a chibi, but something in between. So, what I'm doing, I've made a brand new character, level 1. And I want to see if the Armadoggo can be tamed in the early game, and thus therefore how suitable it is in the early game, because it strikes me as a creature, well, it's a companion, right? It's like an actual, you know, intended companion. And I want to see that if you can get it early, and if you can, how beneficial is it actually? Is it going to make a big difference in the early game playthrough, let alone the, you know, conveniences and utility in the end game as well? Then we should have a couple of dead dodos. Okay then. Well, that's good. I mean, we need the meat for it, so, Oh no! Ghost dodo! So, in regards to where to find the Armadoggo, I believe they can spawn basically anywhere in the sanctuary, including around the outer edges. So I've just been running around for a bit of a while. I see a Dilophosaur there, and, you know, just trying to dodge as much danger as possible. Oh, speaking of which, there's a Dillo. Wait, is that attacking a snail? I think it is. Oh, okay then. Oh! That's a weird sound. Whatever it is, I ran towards it. Oh, there! Oh, I think that's a dog. Oh, there we go. Level 20 Armadoggo. So I already know from the Dreadnoughtus video that these guys are actually aggressive, or at least it attacked the Dreadnoughtus. Hold on. And you need to drop food on the ground for it. So there you go. I've just dropped some raw meat. Oh. And you should be able to pet it as well. Okay, well, it's sniffing. Level 20. I guess I'll just drop some more meat on the ground, or maybe I have to like do it. Well, no, so I put it on my bars. I'm just gonna eat it, aren't I? Oh, oh, there we go. Oh, it did something. It just hopped and left. Okay. I guess it didn't eat any of it. Oh, well, all right then. I'm not sure what that's about. I guess we'll just go find another one. Okay, I think I heard another one, so what I'm going to do is quickly chuck the food on the floor and just see if it'll automatically come to me or come to the food by itself. So I definitely heard something somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh, there you go. It's just slowly approaching it. Wow, from here it just looks like a very small wolf. It's really cool looking. Right, so like I said earlier then, the sound indicators are so important. It's so small, everything's so tall, right? You can't really see a lot, especially when you're, you know, you chuck the item and you can't see the item in the grass. Oh, there you go, it's eating away. And I think I missed my window. Oh, okay. But I think when I, like, actually walk up to it while it's sniffing, I should be fine to not, you know, flee it, fear it, etc. Okay, after a little bit of trial and error, these guys are definitely a test of patience, but they are better than hynodons, I'll say that much. So, it is quite simply... Oh, you're gonna do that again. Okay, well, it seems to be a random chance as to whether or not they'll burrow away, but I do burrow away to quite close by. But, basically, if you have multiple meat put down, it seems to prioritize the first meat you place, not the last one, which is really annoying. So if you're, like, putting them down sporadically all over the place, it will just keep wandering all over the place. By the time it gets to your first meat dropped, then it'll despawn. It will kind of, like, just make the whole thing a bit painful. But since I only have these placed, I know it's going to come here. It's going to reliably come here, so I'm going to try and put down a second one while it's still trying to eat the first one. There we go. And this will just mean that it will generally stay in its location, which definitely seems to be making this a lot less painful and a lot more straightforward. Oh, that was actually a really, really fast one. There we go. So like I said, it seems to be random as to whether or not it'll burrow away. But for an early game playthrough, I think you actually can tame these really early, so long as you're patient to stick with it. But I have the benefit where there's nothing around to distract him. It's the moment there's a creature that it wants to attack, it will prioritize attacking that creature, and it's really freaking annoying. Oh, this is suddenly going so smoothly. I've just made so much progress in the last 30 seconds explaining than the last, like, what, 20 minutes following after this thing? Yes. Doing this, just giving it one at a time, letting it sniff the first and handing it the second one just so it's locked into the location. This is definitely the way to go. And of course, prime meat and regular kibble, blue kibble, are all the better options. Okay, that took a bit of a while. So yeah, again, you can get this in early game. Okay then, how are you stat-wise? Got 3 points into stamina, 4 into weight. Otherwise, very little health. Got armor, gear, and costume. Any passive buffs? No. So when did you actually get the Armadoggo stuff? At level 21, so that's the intended level to get this then. With the smithy. Equip a companion with this and it'll be even harder to take out. That's the armor. Well, it's extra armor, and I've got the regular armor. Oh, okay, so you just have the two different... Oh, that's interesting. Oh, the base armor costs polymer. And then the upgrade costs just, you know, metal, fiber, and hide. Oh, okay. Okay, so can you just equip it with the extra armor? No. Oh, so you really need polymer. Oh, how weird. And then you can give it the gear. Well, that's nice at least. You can give it some extra protection. So in terms of this guy's appearance, I gotta say he looks so much better in game because one of these splash arts that they shared looked awful. But this looks so much nicer in game. Oh, what a really cool looking guy. Really interesting design, like an armadillo dog. It's very unique. I like that. This is the kind of stuff I missed from like the more mythical ARK creatures. I mean, obviously we all like our dinosaurs, right? But when it came to like, the more mythical creatures, I don't know, things like the Owasasaur just were a bit of a miss. It was unique, but it was a miss. And the Dreadmare, oh, it just T-posed. Oh god. It doesn't have a poop animation, it just T-posed. Cool. Well, anyway. And the Dreadmare, I love the Dreadmare. I think the Dreadmare's design is, you know, 10 out of 10. It's amazing. But even I have to agree, it doesn't really fit the game very well. Whereas this, it's like more Extinction, you know, like Managarma. That's what it reminds me of. It's just, I don't know, I just like it. I like the design. What about the armor? Armor. Well, I like that. It's really cool looking. Oh wow, that is interesting. And the extra armor? Okay, so it just adds like a couple of little metal plates and such onto it. Honestly, I like that. That's a really cool design. It's interesting. Hey, can I pet the dog? You can't pet the dog. Can't even make it sit. What are you doing? Oh my god, I wish I was recording. It just started sniffing and did the most inhuman growl. Oh. And I'm getting a message, who's there? So it's detecting something. Oh, that's so strange. Oh, bless you. Oh, it's so angry. What happened? I mean, but there's nothing around here though, is there? There's a Pteranodon over there. Can't be sniffing a Pteranodon. Oh my god, it's horrifying. So I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with the attachment items that go with the Armadoggo, though I didn't realise there was quite so many, and I don't want to spend the entire video just reading tooltips, right? Because, you know, that's awful. So what I'm going to do is there's one particular attachment I really want to see, just like how it works physically, and then after that I'll just get like a bunch of dogs and I'll line them all up and we can look at each attachment individually. But the one I really want to look at is the ammo attachment. Here we go. The primitive companion ammo box, because this one, it can carry your ammo for you. So I've chucked all of my arrows onto the Armadoggo, and I just want to see, like, will it reload for me? What will happen? So if I just, that was a terrible shot, oh my god. It worked! Oh my god, so you can actually reload, you know, in fact, let me just shoot anything, there you go. Yeah, so it says no ammo, but then it automatically reloads anywhere, well, it tried to reload, hold on. Oh, it did that time though. And again. It kind of works. I did have a reload glitch, which is something I do not miss from ASC. So I think it's because I was trying to spam reload and just like spam left click. No, it works. Wow. That's so nice. Actually, another thing I want to see as well is, since again we're like trying the whole early game thing, right? Like, oh, how good are these going to be in the early game? Let's actually try fighting something, especially now that it's got some armor on. Oh, here we go, an enforcer. One thing I think the dog are going to be really good with is fighting things like, oh, it does do a bit of damage. Yeah, I feel like it'd be really good at chasing things down like parasols to get that early game height. Although by the time you hit level 20 for the smithy, I suppose it's not the biggest still. You got bowlers, right? Oh, it died! Oh no, because it fled! And oh no, because it buried away, you can see the cooldown down there, recovery, I can no longer reload. So that makes sense. It would turn off your attachments, it makes sense, but oh, now I know it. Your companion can't perform any skills while recovering? Oh, poor thing. Wow. Oh, wait, hold on. Just gonna backtrack for a second. Was that at 130? Yeah, you know what? That'll do it. Okie dokie, we have many Doge, and they look really, really cool. So I just want to take a quick look at all the various like designs, because I think it's, you know, it's worth giving a bit of attention to. I love how cool the spy one looks. So the spy one, I believe, is supposed to help you like track additional information on your targets. So I'm very curious as to what that entails. This one is the ammo pouch, which we've already seen, and it's got the little hold on. I wasn't sure if they both had the little scrolls on their belts there, on the strap, but it does have the big ammo box, and it seems to be about it otherwise. This one is definitely the oxygen tank one, although with it being an oxygen tank, it just strikes me as like a space dog, and I genuinely love that so much. That'd be an interesting one to test with, actually. I'd wonder like if it is like a scuba tank, or if it just extends the oxygen like a Diplocalus. We'll have to find out about that one. This one, oh, what are you? What are you? You're cool looking. I'm not actually sure what that one is. Hold on a second. Yeah, here we go. That one is the speed booster. Oh, right. That's the one that gives you movement speed. Hold on. Oh, that was an angle. Yeah, here we go. Right, so it's literally got big jets. Oh, yeah, okay, I see now. Like a bit more aerodynamic. Well, implied. So what a cool design. That's really nice. We got the, this one gives healing, and I think it's just healing, actually. And also requires medical brews to even craft in the first place. I think it gives a sleeping bag? I might be mixing that. Hold on, let me double check again. Give me a second. Yeah, okay, no, it's just, it heals you when you're injured. So that one could be really good in caves. Another interesting one. Okay. So that's a healing one. This one's got like big spiky armor. So that one basically means that it deals more damage both offensively and defensively. So I think it's like both thorns and buffs its damage dealt. And it just looks so extra. I love it. So this one basically lets you carry a second chibi. And that's really interesting. I'm not sure what the point in that is, because I would assume that you still only gain the benefits of one chibi at a time. I suppose the only real benefit I can think of is if we get the Helena little companion skin again, because in Gen 1 and Gen 2 you get Helena by default, but at least in ASC, when you got the Helena skin, you unlocked extra tech notes throughout the previous maps. So I guess the benefit is that you can have and also she like lets you scan stats and such as well. So I guess you could have like the Helena skin and a chibi at the same time, so you don't lose out on any of your like alpha kills and experience and such. That's the only benefit I can really think of. Otherwise, it's certainly a choice, though very adorable. I mean, I guess to be fair, not everything has to have a benefit. I suppose, for some people they might indeed just want extra chippies, and you know what? Awesome. Great that they have the option. This one gives a sleeping bag. Yeah, I think it does something else as well, but this one, as you can see, it's got like a big sleeping bag. It might even carry food. Double check. Camping gear. That's it. Gives you hypothermic insulation and carries a sleeping bag. So that's like another really interesting one then. That's got interesting capabilities. This one is definitely all about the storage. Let's go ahead and have a look at you as well then. The rucksack. It will carry gear more efficiently. You can also keep its inventory when it's disabled or killed. So that one's very interesting because It'll keep its inventory when disabled or killed. So, I'm guessing what that means then is that all the other ones, if they get disabled or killed, they lose their inventory. So it's interesting how this one's got that specifically. Also, carry your gear more efficiently. What does efficiently mean in this context? We'll hopefully find out in a bit. This is the meat one. So this one, I think, is a hyperthermic insulation, plus, yeah, it carries meat for you. Which, like, going back and forth, checking constantly. Hold on. Oh, no, I'm wrong, sorry. This one can distract hostile creatures. That is very interesting. Though, these guys, I've only really seen the level. I should check like a high level doggo in a moment to see how much health it has. So that's a, yeah, hostile creature distraction. And then this one is the picnic set, which is thus a hypothermic insulation and carries food and drink for you. So for that one, I wonder if it automatically, you know, feeds and hydrates you. So I know someone who would really benefit from that. Otherwise though, what a cool collection of just like various ideas in general. I think these are awesome. So one thing, hold on, let's go ahead then and get ourselves a 150 doggo because I just want to see the stats on this. So 150 will have about 1400 health. Okay, not to mention it's got like regular saddle armor. So the armor is like, it's 25 armor like a regular saddle. So yeah, so I guess you could tank some things with the baiting one, at least for a while. And the weight stats, I have to say, these guys actually have really decent weights. Like even the really level, you know, these level 1s, they start with 200 weights. And I'm pretty sure that's more than like a pteranodon. For something so small, that's actually really, really handy, especially considering that entire gimmick is indeed carrying things. Oh, they get pack buff! Oh! That's interesting. Oh, your dog will not gain extra experience unless they're in companion mode. Oh, so I guess that's interesting. So they get a pack buff. But can we have multiple companion modes then? Hold on. Why is it red? Is it because I already have one recovering? Oh, that's interesting. And the 150 I got as a pack leader, which by the way, that looks majestic as hell. God, that is such a big effect, but I kind of really like it on it. It's ridiculous. Okay, so here is my dog from earlier then, which is now returned from having been buried away. Oh, where are you going? Oh, come back. And I'm just going to go ahead then, and I'm going to disable... Wait, how do I do this? Can I... Yeah, turn off companion mode. Okay, there you go then. I've noticed actually, hold on. Yeah, so when it's companion mode, it's all happy and excited. Then when it's, you know, turned off, it's just like, well, there you go then. So, quick thing. I probably am not going to test every single thing today, because I think that might be just a little bit much. And I do just want to kind of give these like a little quick test drive, you know? But this one here is very interesting. So this one is the spy kit. Will provide you basic information about things you focus on. How do you focus on something? Do I just look at it real hard? Do I get my whistle out? Oh, I'm focusing. Wait, hold on. Let's just quickly check, because the whistle's a thing as well, in fact. Companion whistle commands. Activate spyglass gear. Oh, but I'm not sure it's really... Oh, you right click. Oh. It's a... That's actually really handy. So even though we've got the tech binoculars, they've now given us another sort of, you know, what do you call it? Like another spyglass. Wow. So this really invalidates spyglass mods, unless of course you're somebody who likes using a super spyglass. You like having the big cheat sheet of all of the foods and such, which are fair. Which, by the way, since I brought that up, I will just remind everyone that it doesn't work on money creatures that have custom taming methods, like Evorex. It claims Evorexes can't be tamed. So bear it in mind. Take super spyglass with a pinch of salt for modded creatures. But otherwise, if you're a weirdo like me, who prefers, you know, the survival-esque route, like slightly more vanilla, this is actually such a simple yet useful thing. Is it only under... Oh, it shows resources as well. Oh, that's handy. Oh, wait, rock. Somewhere over there is a rock. Is there like a distance limit on this? Did a whistle again. I can see... Oh, there's an Oviraptor up here. Hello. So I can see you, yep, just a bunch of things. I can see, this is going to be interesting in PvP. I guess it might not really do a lot. It shows you the health though, which is interesting on structures. I guess I'm not really sure like how this will actually be useful in PvP, but I mean, I like watching PvP, so I'd like to see it. Oh, how interesting. Let's go ahead then and just turn off companion mode. And let's see then. So you're the picnic one. So you just like feed automatically, I suppose? Hold on, let's give this one a go as well then. So turn on companion mode, and I need to kill something. Oh, it does actually feed you automatically. And what's interesting, so I just quickly sprinted and ran, and it fed me immediately, but it fed me raw meat. So I just killed a random baby dodo nearby, chucked on a bunch of prime meat and raw meat, like, you know, it's all raw meat. And yeah, it actually fed my hunger even with that. So you don't even need to carry cooked food if you have the picnic one on. That's interesting, I really did not expect that. So this one carries your gear more efficiently. I'm just gonna go ahead then and just chuck a bunch of items inside you. Gonna check my armor as well. And if I go ahead then and just... it's a passive. Okay, so can I just... Hold on. I got so many dogs. Run away. Why should I go over here then? And what? Can I like select my items? No. Can I whistle? It was playing. But that is an interesting one. I don't know what that is supposed to do. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there isn't really anything to do with that one, so I guess that's just one that we'll leave out for now then. I'm sure one of you will be able to correct me, so, you know, thank you in advance, because I don't really understand the point in this one. So we'll turn off companion mode on the rucksack one, and then the rest of these are all kind of more straightforward. I mean, you know, installation, distracts carnivores, extra chibi, deals more damage, heals you, speed boost. The ammo one we were tested earlier. I guess the water one actually, the not the water one, the water breathing. So, whee! Does it just act like a water tank? I am losing. Oh, actually, hold on. Okay, it's replenishing. Yeah, okay, it's just replenishing my oxygen. Now, importantly, if I bring you over, are you my ocean one? Yes, you are. Are you losing oxygen? How exactly does this work? No, right, we're both gaining oxygen. Oh, that's fantastic. And it is using durability. So it's a scuba tank. That's what I wanted to know, because there is a difference, right? It could have been just like a very limited, I mean, I guess it is limited, right? But like, it could be like a Diplodocus where it only has as much oxygen as it has. Whereas in this case, it's a tank and we're both supported. So that's handy. Interesting. That's actually really cool. And otherwise, one other thing I did nearly gloss over is that when you go into the companion whistle commands, you do actually have all these. So when I was whining that you can't make them sit, it turns out you can't. Why would you sit down there for? Wait, come over here. Oh no, wait. I think I just made it play dead while it's sitting. Hold on. Okay, turn off. We're going to put you to heal, to follow. Come all the way over here, where I can actually see you. Oh, there you go. Excellent. So now let's try that again then. Go ahead and make you sit. Aww, you can make the dog sit. You can't pet it though, which is a crime against everything, but you can make them sit. Make them emote, bow, dig, beg. You can pet the dog! Oh no, that's fantastic. Turn off sit. And add a idle as well just then. It was actually scratching its ear. So emote, bow. Oh no, that's actually precious. Emote, dig. This is so precious. Beg. Aww. So we've seen pet when it was sitting, but we can pet again when it's standing as well. And emote, roll over. Wow. That was quick as well. And bark. Yeah, big dribbly there, isn't it? So, one thing I'm kind of curious about quickly. So I can make it sit down, and will it play all these animations while sitting? Okay, it can play some of the animations while sitting. And they're slightly different. So I have to wonder then, with all of these different animations, even like specifically while it's sitting, why didn't they give it a poop animation? Like, I know, not that I'm trying to fixate on it, but it's a really easy one to do. I just find it really funny. There's so many different like variations. It's really impressive, and it adds so much life and customization to this, and they just kind of skipped out that one thing. It's really funny. Otherwise, we've got a fetch, we've got play dead. Play dead. Oh, what an absolute baby. Oh my goodness. Got play dead. We got fetch. Does fetch actually like do something? I guess it is a whistle command, so I suppose like what? If I chuck an item on the floor, for example, oh, try that again. Can I make you fetch? Skill is on cooldown. Wait, fetch. It's still on cooldown. Yeah, I don't get it. Fetch? Oh wait, hold on, right click and try it now. No. Oh, who knows then. Oh, the growling earlier, that really scary growling, was who's there, by the way, it turns out, so it can detect like wild creatures near you. Although what we saw earlier was just kind of wandering all around by itself, so I'm not sure it really indicates much. You can do hear pup, which I think just kind of calls it back to you. In fact, the hear pup one's handy, because if you're like running around flying and far away from your Armadoggo and you do come here, it will just kind of like teleport to you essentially, from what I understand. And something very interesting is it can free you. It can free you from handcuffs. But otherwise, one thing I do want to find out then, how do you guys do in a fight? Because you have the pack bonus, you got like a alpha one. How would you do in a fight? Let's try a Carno. Bearing in mind that they are only level 1s, so they don't exactly do the biggest damage, although a bunch of level 1s did do a pretty good job of wrecking that. Oh my goodness. In fact, hold on, let's pay attention to that again then. So they do about 38 damage a hit. Okay, 38 damage. So what I want to find out is, did they do any extra damage? Oh, one of them did 146, that may have been the 150. Yeah, what I want to find out is, do they do extra damage to corrupted? But they are just they're standing normally. I thought they were T-posing for a second then, like, you know, something goes wrong. No, they're just really still when they're actually just standing there waiting for you. Okay. Let's try a corrupted Carno. Level 60. They do not do extra damage to corrupteds. Which is fair. I mean, I suppose I don't have to per se, but I was curious to see if they would. One thing that's kind of interesting is that I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere is saying that they can't get XP while they're not in companion mode, but they do seem to be getting XP quite nicely. Hold on, now I've done that, let's go ahead and summon another corrupted Carno in, get them all to attack it. I mean, wow, their melee actually scales up quite nicely. One of them's doing 54 damage there from 38. Huh. Honestly, a pretty decent creature. I feel like that it's kind of hard to really appreciate this like in a quick singular video. I have a feeling that this is going to be something that, you know, you'll really appreciate as time goes on. It's a companion, isn't it? It's supposed to be there for all sorts of different things. So, I don't know, I feel like I'm not going to do it any justice just here alone. But at least you've got a bit of an understanding as to what they're capable of. And that is that meant to be their swimming animations? Yeah, sure, there's a couple down there. Oh dear. Oh, right, okay then. Well, as I was going to say, Huh. A little scuffed in some cases. Are you T-posing? I mean, I think you are actually. Is the tail even moving? Yeah, it is moving. It's fascinating. They have such amazing lively animations, except for the basics. Like, just, you know, the idol, for example, just seems surprisingly lackluster. But yeah, they like in general have so much life. But I will just say, overall, fantastic creature, really great addition to the game, especially compared to the Dreadnoughtus. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. I can't wait to do a playthrough properly and have these guys from the beginning and just have them join me in all of my adventures, all of my progression. I think that'd be really, really cool. So one more thing I'd like to quickly test is, say I was to grab like any one of these and set it to companion mode, and I'm just going to set you to hear pup, which it should be to come back to me. I want to find out if I go off flying, will it keep up, essentially. I cheated this Tapajara in, which is why I can ride over a saddle. Obviously you can't normally do that, you need a saddle for it. But if I just like, I don't know, go somewhere. So let's just go land all the way over onto this item here, the structure. And maybe if I whistle? Yeah! Oh, that's awesome. That's really, really cool. So that is indeed a thing then. Fantastic. Right, I think otherwise that's about me done for today then. I stand by what I said earlier. This is a nice little look into what the Armadoggo can do, but it doesn't really do it justice. I think this would be a really great creature to play with in general, like in a full, rich playthrough. So yes, I'm going to leave it here then. Really, really like this one. Much better creature. And if I've missed anything or gotten anything wrong, please feel free to correct me. I'd always would love to know for sure. Thank you all so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you're enjoying Extinction as well. And as always, I'll see you all again next time. Take care and have a wonderful day. Cheers.